as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Head to 60. Head to 60.
Our first run now for Kyron Williams. He'll get this to about the 38. When you look at this Bronco defense, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Pritchett. And this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Pritchett. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll take this down to the 43. The Rams at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Pritchett. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Williams will score. Touchdown, LA. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw is Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game. They stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time. Made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
It was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
A short throw to Ingram. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
To throw, here's Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It looked like, fortunately, the Broncos are able to recover. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Nix from the shotgun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing Nix. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They're going. It's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down second and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run with Ferguson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And this is going to be another first down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Pritchett. Screen play set up for Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
79 Broncos. Bronco 80.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Rams. Terrence Ferguson from 10 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time, so haven't been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game. You haven't been on the field, and you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now it's Nix. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
To Troy Franklin. It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now they'll audible to something else.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Rams, 42
Next to
yards.
throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Working out of the gun is Nix. Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown. Evan Ingram. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Throwing to start the drive. Pritchett. And he's got his big tight end here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pritchett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John A. Barron. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Now, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix got his man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Bombers. Hold on a second. Ready. My name is Hudson.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is was a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carry goes his way. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot before break. Pritchett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I think in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 3. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Nix. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 20. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Rams are going offense here for the 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. This 2nd and 4. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, They actually utilize what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
A good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll run it with Hunter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
There we go. Shaggy. Take off.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Cardinal.
Operating from the gun. Clinch it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
On 4th down, clinch it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him now, and you can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a good part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Rams 10-yard line.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Harvey going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They'll get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Captain.
They'll try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. R.J. Harvey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Rams 14.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Jones picking it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Nix to the air. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. These two have hooked on 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw, here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
37-yard attempt.
Gotta say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got it to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. Pritchett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Great footwork, but still wrangled in before reaching the 20. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Pritchett. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
The score, Broncos 34, Rams 21.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On the handoff, Harvey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
Throwing Nix. And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
They'll go play action with Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Now Ryland for the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Pritchett. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Broncos, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.